Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast.
This is a show dedicated to helping you become a better organist.
We're your hosts, Vidas
And Aušra Motuzaitė Pinkevičienė.
We have over 25 years of experience of playing the organ.
And we've been teaching thousands of organists online from 89 countries since 2011.
So now let's jump in and get started with the podcast for today.
We hope you'll enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Aušra.
Let's start episode 657 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by John, and he writes, Dear Vidas, wow, this is so beautiful. I hear from respected organists that these organs trio sonatas are some of the most difficult music to play, and you executed it perfectly. Thank you for such an enjoyable experience, and also for setting such a great example for me, your student. Take care, John. John from Australia is our total organist student, and he writes about my video of the third part from Trio Sonata number 1 by Johann Sebastian Bach, BWV 525. Have you heard me practice, Aušra?
Sure, of course, because you are practicing at our home, so I have no way to avoid hearing your practice.
Sometimes. Whoa, just a second. You know what's happening? Do you hear, Aušra, what's happening?
Yes, I hear. I hope people won't think that I'm licking you. It's our dog.
Yeah, it's
actually my brother's dog.
Yes, her name is Yoshke, and she's sitting on our lap now. I wish we would record video because it's so funny. She's licking my finger now. She wants to be part of our team.
Yes. Maybe she should transcribe some podcasts or do some fingering and pedaling.
To help out Lori and David.
Yes.
Excellent. So, can you wait, Yoshke, while we finish?
No, she loves you too much. She cannot wait.
Oh, guys, I wish you can see us. All right. Keep her in place, Aušra, please, and I will continue talking.
Okay. I'll try, but I can't promise.
Okay. So, John is basically commenting on my video of third part from Trio Sonata number 1. And his comment is about how difficult these trio sonatas are. Some of the most difficult music to play, basically. Do you agree, Aušra?
Yes, I agree. But since, Wilhelm Friedemann played all these 6 of these trio sonatas at a very young age, I think, it's manageable to do it.
Recently, I've heard famous YouTube organist Balint Karosi play all 6 of them in a practice session for, I think, 3.5 hours on his pedal clavichord from home. So I was very intrigued how a person can play 6 of them in one session. And it sounded almost like a concert, except he would stop and comment himself what he did, what he didn't do. He was obviously already at a high level when he was playing that. So then I got envious and started practicing trio sonatas on my own too.
Out of envy?
Yes.
Good.
I wanted to become Lithuanian Balint Karosi.
Well, you might someday, although I doubt it.
And trio sonatas always gave me trouble. Whenever I would play them, I would never be able to play them cleanly, like in a recording, except now. So maybe I'm improving.
So you are making a progress. And for me, actually, I never found hard to play trio sonatas. Because we have only 3 voices, and usually with whom I'm struggling is with the thick texture. And when I have only three voices, I'm perfectly able to control them.
Oh, we have Yoshki again. She's very sweet dog.
She's thinking that we are talking with her now.
Right, because we are actually using our voices, the same kind of tone we use to calm her, and we're petting her, so yeah, that would be fun to see you play trio sonatas also. Would you like one day to play? What's your favorite trio sonata?
I don't know, I have played three out of them. The G major, C major and E minor. And I think I did well on C major and G major. And E minor wasn't so successful at that time. But if we are talking about trio textures, these six sonatas are not the only pieces by J.S. Bach that are written in trio style. There are many of choral works that are written in the trio style as well. For example, Alain Gott in G major from the third part of Klavierübung, and also Alain Gott in A major from miscellaneous choral works.
From Leipzig.
Yes, from Leipzig, and from Leipzig there is another famous trio in G major, I believe it's.
Which is it in 3 or 4 parts? With cantus firmus, ornamented cantus firmus in the tenor.
Well, it has been a while since I played it, but I did it on one of my doctoral recitals.
Maybe 4. Maybe
I
4
think so.
texture. 4 voices. But a lot of other Baroque composers wrote a lot of trios. Easier than Johann Sebastian Bach, obviously. And the thing with J.S. Bach is because he writes like 3 different instruments, basically violin, flute, and cello.
And actually that's what I'm always thinking when I'm playing trios or trio sonatas by J.S. Bach. I think it's good to imagine, that you are playing 3 different instruments at the same time. It might help you with registration as well. Because, sometimes people omit 16-foot stop in the pedal, and I think it's a mistake, because if you want to add the 16-foot stop in the pedal, you won't get that cello effect.
If you omit.
Yes, if you omit it.
So in reality it's like 4 instruments, cello and the violone, 16-foot range.
Yes, because the lower range never projects as well as, for example, the treble range. So I think you need to reinforce a little bit the pedal part.
With other composers, usually they make dialogues and duets between 2 upper parts and leave the bass sort of less intricate, less obbligato. And with Bach, all 3 parts can really be interchangeable and imitate each other. So basically, soprano melody can become the bass, and therefore that's what makes it much more complex. Do you have advice, Osha, for people who want to learn trio sonatas?
Well, I should advise for you to start with the number 1, because it's the easiest one.
But not start with the first movement. Start with the second movement. It's slow movement, therefore
Well,
it's
but
easier.
you won't get, the real feeling of a trio really while playing just the second movement, because it's slow.
This week I'm struggling with the second trio sonata, and actually I recorded the second movement first because it's easier than the first or the third movement. So I think I did well, rather than spend a lot of time struggling with the first movement, let's say. Now I can concentrate on the first movement without worrying about the second movement because it's already done. Right, Yoshke? right?
Yeah, she
Yoshka?
agrees with everything
Everything.
that we say.
I wonder why. She wants maybe cookie,
Maybe.
or some salami.
Yeah, she is very spoiled dog. If she eats cheese, it's only blue cheese. If it's, the sausage, it should be the Spanish sausage. So,
Wonderful. Would you agree, Ausra, with my recommendations?
sure, I would definitely agree. But yes, if you want to prove that you are capable of playing organ, I think playing trios is very important.
Now I wanted to take a photo of us three.
And Yoshke left. She just escaped.
Escaped.
She
Okay.
doesn't like pictures to be taken.
Okay, so guys, try out your hands and feet on trio sonatas. Now Yoshke wants to play with her toy, rubber ball, which makes squeaking sound.
She is so funny.
Okay.
But definitely, learning the trios is a very important part for professional organists. So, if you want to become a professional, you definitely have to play trios.
But maybe not trio sonata at first. Maybe practice chorale preludes in trio texture, like Osha said before. Those are easier.
Do you think we are easier? I don't think so.
A little bit easier, because one part might have a cantus firmus.
Yes, true.
And if you have a cantus firmus, then it is slower than the rest. And that makes it easier. If you feel that trio sonatas are too difficult for you, you can check out my left hand training or two-part training, because they are based on trio sonatas. So like a preparation exercises in all of the major and minor keys. They're wonderful way of grow yourself into the skill required to play trio sonatas. And of course, check out the trio sonata number 1 practice score with fingering and pedaling if you want to play it too. All of this is available, of course, without additional cost for our total organist students. Agree? Yoshke. Yes? Yoshke.
She asks you to play with her, so
Okay, so we better play.
yes.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. We hope this was useful to you. Please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.
This podcast is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online.
It has hundreds of courses, coaching, and practice materials for every area of organ playing. Thousands of instructional videos and PDFs. You will not find more value anywhere else online.
Total Organist helps you to master any piece, perfect your technique, develop your sight reading skills, and improvise or compose your own music, and much, much more.
Sign up and begin your training today at organduo.lt and click on Total Organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
If you like our organ music, you can also support us on Patreon and get free CDs.
Find out more at patreon.com/secrets of organ playing.